Hello. I've had a job interview today, which is why it's been taking me a few days to come back with this video about the books that helped me on my journey since breast cancer, because I've been busy doing my prep for that interview, which was today, and already said that, and I think it went really well. I really liked them. So I'm just hoping that they really liked me too, and I will find out next week. So yeah, got all the good vibes for that. So as promised, I've been through my bookshelf and I've pulled out all the books that I've still got that really helped me during the breast cancer journey. Some I don't have anymore, so I've made some notes and written them down. But yeah, so we'll go from the top. So the very first book that I bought, my husband found this for me, and it was the weekend, it was the Saturday after I had the first appointment where they told me I had suspected breast cancer and they took the first biopsy. So that was in the February, and I can't actually remember what happened, but I suspect that this was when I need to take my power back in a survival thriving mode kicked in, and I said I think I just instinctively knew I needed to start with food. So my husband did a lot of Googling. He loves a little project like that, and he found this one, which is the Rainbow Diet, and I've got pages still turned over in this, and I made tons of notes on this, and this was an absolute godsend. Highly recommend. And I think I took so much from this that I still do now, and yeah, highly recommend. And this is what started me on not drinking British tap water. So I'd love to have a reverse osmosis proper water filter. Maybe one day one will just find its way to me, but in the meantime I just have my Brita water filter. I know it's not perfect, but at least it's something, and I never drink tap water in restaurants either. Anyway, so that's that one. The second one was, I can't remember where I learned about this. I think it was from Callie Noonan-Gore's Heal podcast, but Radical Remission. Absolutely love this. Kelly A. Turner. There's some amazing stories in here. And I want to read this again. Very warm pages, and I loved it. I think I'll be reading that again very soon, but that gave me hope, inspired me. It's beautiful. One of the next ones I don't have anymore, but I absolutely loved it, and it was Bernie Siegel, Love, Medicine and Miracles. I think I lent that to somebody, because books go where they're needed, don't they? Do you know, there's been times when I've left books in bus stops, or I left some of my books in hospital waiting rooms, I think, after appointments, because I thought they might help somebody. So that was that one. Then it was around about sort of May time, I found Davinia Taylor, and part of my food journey. This one, It's Not a Diet. Amazing book, absolutely amazing, which led me to intermittent fasting and a lot of her products, and I again still use them. She's just a miracle, helped me enormously. Yeah, this is a blinder. I've talked on here before about things that I listened to lift my mood, and what a fan of Wayne Dyer, or the late Wayne Dyer, because there was something in his book. I'm saying a lot. There are a lot of things in his book which I found particularly comforting. So I had this one, and again I've kept it because I know I'm going to read it again, and I've got another one of his on my bookshelf that I haven't had a chance to read yet. So I just, anything I can get my hands on of Wayne Dyer's, I love. And then for those of you that's your vibe, no book list would be complete for me without this one. And I'm telling you, this is, as you can see, I have done this again and again and again, and it helps enormously. So there's that one. And because I like Davina's first book so much, I got this one too. And because I was on my fasting, and I think in the November, December of 2023, I came across this one, and I can't remember who recommended this, but this is what I got into, and very, very useful. And that then led me to Dr. Mindy Pelt's Fast Like a Girl. That's the journal, the book that goes with it is downstairs. So again, really, really good books. And another one which you can see I'm still going through. This was recommended. I had some treatment. That's a lie, not treatment, sorry. Of course I had treatment. I tried some different therapies, which I'll cover in another video. One of which was a breathwork session, which amazing. And as part of the conversation I had with the lady who was giving me the treatment, she recommended some books, and this was one of them. I need to go back and finish it because it's a work in progress, but amazing, this book. And then as part of somatic practice, I did quite a lot of research myself, and I found this one. And again, you can see it's covered in post-it notes. I love this, absolutely love this. And then the other one, which I've written down, is Heal Breast Cancer Naturally as well. So those were sort of the books I did initially in that sort of first year that really helped me. There is one more called This Naked Mind, but I want to cover that separately because that's all about alcohol. And then there's just two more, because this one I read years ago, so much so I couldn't remember it, and I started it again in that year, but then all these other ones came along and took over, so that is on my bedside table for me to start again. And this one, which is because I've talked about him as well, Dr. Joe Dispenza, I love him, and I got this one. It's a bit heavy for me, so I did read it. I struggled, so again on my bedside table because I want to start it again, because I think I know a lot more now and I might be able to digest it a little bit better. So that's it, that's the books, and hope that that's useful. And I've got loads more on my shelf. Oh, and there was one, sorry, that I forgot to write down, and it was Fern Cotton, and I think it was her first book, Happy Place, I think, and that's one of the ones I left in a bus stop because I thought it might help somebody. And she talks all about her journey in different modalities, and I loved it, absolutely loved it. So